Tonight's live Facebook record sale. I've got some chicken quesadillas and chocolate in me, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Those are called mood stimulants, chocolate and chicken quesadillas, right, Tanner? Okay. I'm still looking for our paper towels, which I don't have any luck finding. There's more candy down there. I have no idea where my mom keeps those. Mom, where's the paper towels? Yeah, I'll take those. I just want to... Yeah, thank you. I'll keep them over here. Much better. Beautiful. All right. Okay. All righty. Chat. Let's get this going. Let's go over here to Facebook. Let's get this shared. Right here. Doc Smith. Let's do a crate of half off, which I have right over here on standby. Let's get this shared. All right. Let's go to group. A lot of records. Okay. Let me go here to copy link. Excuse me. Getting everything shared here. Reply to this as part 2. Ending. That's weird. Pending. Okay. Chat. Now we're ready. So when we ended part 2 was going through some half-off records. We're going to do a quick part 2. If you've quick meaning probably 45 minutes, hour. That's quick for us. It flies by. If you were watching part 1, you know that we ended with some half-off. We're going to try to sell you at least another crate of vintage. That would be the goal, which means we probably need to go through about 2 more crates of half-off. We got to have the buyers on. I got 50 people watching, now 60. The question is, how many people do we have actually that want to buy a record? And we can find the record that they want to buy. That was the last crate we went through. I'm going to make this crate easy. I'm going to show these one more time. And actually, I'm not going to do that. Let's just bring up new stuff, and then we'll see what's left with the last crate, okay? Let's go ahead and bring up some brand spanking new vintage half off. Vintage half off. Let's see what we got in here for vintage half off. Michael says it depends on the records. Right. We can have 6,000 viewers. We got to find people who actually want to buy records. We could share this in like a sewing club group with 20,000 people, but if they're watching, they might not be buying any records. Let's show some half-off stuff. I'm going to tell you the price. First come, first serve. Steppenwolf for ladies only, $8. No condition notes. This is $8. These are half off. I'm going to keep these at half off, no cheaper. I realized earlier I sold some stuff like half off, and these aren't really 1 year old. This Steppenwolf was just priced back in March, so these are half off. I'm going to keep them at that. If I discount them anymore, they're going to go into a flip crate next week, so they're just half off, okay? half off. Now, offers on stuff from earlier, sure. Offers on this stuff, maybe not so much. VG Plus, $12.50. Lou Reed Mistral. A couple things earlier, I sold half off of half off. I was like, what in the world? Lou Reed, the Bells, $17.50. I will entertain those some bundles. Like if you want both Lou Reed albums, I might discount a few more dollars. You want to add 2 or 3 to it? Sure thing. Elvis, GI Blues. This is $17.50 for GI Blues. $17.50, 1960 Rockaway press. $17.50 for that. And CSN Young 4-Way Street, also $17.50. CSNY 4-Way Street. VG Plus cover, very clean vinyl, $17.50. Couple good records there. CSN, GI Blues, got a couple Lou Reed, Steppenwolf, Ry Cooter, Bop Till You Drop. That's $7.50. And another one in shrink wrap. That one's $10. Mark offered $45 for Pink Floyd. Sold! Pink Floyd Metal, UK press. I had $55 on that. Sell that to Mark for $45. Leon Russell, Will-O the Wisp, $10 on Leon Russell. Gilbert O'Sullivan himself. Gilbert O'Sullivan's in shrink wrap, $5. $5 for Gilbert O'Sullivan. American Flyer, $10 for American Flyer. That is on the United Artists label. $10 on American Flyer. Whoa! Billy Joel's greatest hits in the half off bin. What in the world? $32.50. Billy Joel's greatest hits, 31 or $64.99 half off would be $32.50. Sold to Michael Nath. What in the world? Brinsley Schwartz, that is $12.50. Brinsley Schwartz, $12.50. We have Tony OK, America. Tony OK, $5. Jesus Christ Superstar, $12.50. Has the booklet with it. Nath got the deal of the night on Billy Joel. Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3, $10 on Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3. Roy Buchanan, You're Not Alone, $10 on Roy Buchanan, You're Not Alone. That's pressed by Atlantic. Really cool space helmet cover there with the Les Paul in it. Guilty, $17.50. That's Jimmy Witherspoon and Eric Burden. Guilty, $17.50 after the half off. Roy Buchanan sold to Brent Rabley. That's sold to Roy. That's not sold to Roy Buchanan. Sold to Brent Rabley. Dave Clark 5, Weekend in London, $6.50. Weekend in London. That's in shrink wrap, $6.50. The Greatest Hits of Carl Perkins. Greatest Hits of Carl Perkins. That's in shrink wrap, also $10. And Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town, $7.50. A Night on the Town. Very clean records in here, if I don't say check condition. Doc Smith, first to Dave Clark 5. James Lee Farrell, first to Carl Perkins. Those are sold and sold. Meat and Gravy from Cadillac Baby. Meat and Gravy from Cadillac Baby. That is $7.50. That's on Red Lightning label. That looks interesting. Adios Amigos, Internal Blues Machine. Adios Amigos, $12.50. Doc Smith wants some meat and gravy. I had some chicken quesadillas. Meat and gravy would probably have been better. Mark Almond is sealed. Mark Almond, Rising. That's a sealed copy, $15 after the half off. Central Nervous System, I Could Have Danced All Night, $12.50 for Central Nervous System. Chuck Berry's Golden Hits, $12.50. Chuck Berry's Golden Hits. Wes Montgomery, California Dreamin', $10. I was singing Mamas and Papas. I was singing some Mamas and Papas right before we went live. But that's Wes Montgomery. Instrumental Jazz, $10. Wes Montgomery. Whew, there he is. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. $15. This is sealed. Sealed JFK Memorial Album. $15. Dave Plunkett, first to Wes Montgomery. I believe Peter was second on WE. Wes. We have a very special double album by John Mayall with some memorable men. Back to the Roots. $20 after the half off. This was originally $39.99 because it is near mint and it has the booklet with it. Gatefold, OG, $20 on John Mayall. There's another Rick Derringer, if you missed the one earlier. $10 on this one. $10 on Glass Derringer by Rick Derringer. That's a very nice looking copy. This one has a clip corner. Lily McCurry, first to John Mayall. That's sold to Lily McCurry. Fresh Air 4, $7.50. Fresh Air 4, $7.50. We have Bee Gees, Rare, Precious, and Beautiful. Has some cover damage lightly to the top. Original Atco label, $10 on the Bee Gees. Rare, Precious, and Beautiful. There's Fresh Air 4 again. Ian Hunter Live. Ian Hunter Live, $15. The Searchers, Greatest Hits. That's in shrink wrap. $10 after the half off. The Searchers, $10 on that. Lily McCurry also on the Bee Gees. Michael Nath wants Ian Hunter Live. Those are sold and sold. Van Morrison, Common One. Common One is $17.50 for Van Morrison Common One. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, $20. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Pure Prairie League Live, Taking the Stage. Pure Prairie League is $12.50 live, Taking the Stage. There's Van Morrison again. They fall over and get out of order. Maddox Brothers and Rose, that is sealed, $7.50. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Nuclear Blues, that is $10. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Nuclear Blues. And Don Ellis at the Fillmore, $10 for Don Ellis. Let me see. We do have some time to go ahead and try some Japanese pressings. I don't know why I put that as the thumbnail, but I just hadn't shown it in about 2 months. Iron Maiden, the Iron Man 2 soundtrack. This is $59.99. It's a 2 LP. I've always said before, it's like an AC/DC hits comp. I mean, just great AC/DC music. Foil cover, Iron Man 2 soundtrack. I'm going to put that back in the AC/DC bin. That's $59.99. If you're interested in other AC/DC titles, we have several. I have, if you want Blood, we've got Dirty Deeds, Razor's Edge, Jailbreak, Highway to Hell, Back in Black. Several things there. I don't think that's Iron Maiden. Did I say Iron Maiden? AC/DC, my bad. Okay, and then these were no bids from earlier. I started them at $40. Does anybody want these for $35 before I put them up for auction, maybe like next week during prime time? This is $35 buy it now. Styx, Kilroy Was Here, and E.T. soundtrack. Both are near mint with Obi. $35 starts on those. Preston Rose wants Maddox Brothers and Rose. That's sold to Preston Rose. Was their conditional. Searchers was near mint and shrink wrap. John Leal said he'll take the Styx for $35. Chad, if you still have Velvet Underground on clear, I'll take one. Velvet Underground loaded on clear vinyl. That would be right here if I do. Right here. That's sold to Sean Fairweather. What a great album. That's sold to Sean Fairweather. Fred Carnell wants the Searchers. Tanner, that one was $10 after the half off. It didn't have a sticker. So I said 10. Yes, $10 after the half off. Okay, that leaves E.T. So only 2 non-bids of the night. The Who was just $25 with poster, complete near mint. E.T. soundtrack was $35. There is an E.T. soundtrack, the dialogue one that's narrated by Michael Jackson. All right, let's try 2 more. These look... What do we have here? Is this a rental record at one time? Looks like it was. Cheap Trick Dream Police. $45 start. This one looks nice. Cheap Trick Dream Police. $45 start. Near mint and pristine. Cheap Trick The Dream Police. We have a Japanese 2-page flip here. It has a Cheap Trick Hot Company. Looks like some kind of solicitation or fan club form. It has a Japanese 2-page flip with lyrics. And we have a near mint cover from what I'm seeing. Nothing in the gatefold. Back cover is nice as well. Very nice copy. Dream Police. $45 start. That is Cheap Trick. Japanese import, complete with Obi. And we're going to do the Doobie Brothers here for a $25 start. The vinyl is near mint and pristine. There is the vinyl is near mint and pristine. The Doobie Brothers. It also has a Japanese 2-page flip with it. This does have some tape on it. The cover has what looks like it was in a rental store. A little bit of edge wear on the bottom. That's why that was just a $25 start. $45 on Cheap Trick. Did I see Bad Company Holy Water? You did. Bad Company Holy Water is $44.99. That's a Friday Music colored vinyl reissue. Not an easy record to get. $44.99. I got some great new vinyl over here. Ed Sheeran, De La Soul, Dave Matthews Band, Grateful Dead, Bruce Springsteen, Rage Against the Machine, Bad Religion, Black Sabbath, Shinedown, Black Sabbath, Grateful Dead, The Police, Queensryche, Rush, Dan Olson said he'll take a Bad Company. That's so did Dan Olson. Kiss, Queens of the Stone Age, Cream, Slayer. Now that's what I call country classics. Black Sabbath Volume 4, and Lou Reed Transformer. The Japanese band. Yes, David, give me 1 second. I'll read you everything that's left. Let me end these first. Angela Bofield, $5. Back to the half-off crate. Everything in here is the half-off price, I'm telling you, like classic moments or magic moments from the Tonight Show, Johnny Carson's Tonight Show, yeah. Tonight Show, Johnny Carson. And I was like, what's the full name of that? I guess it's the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. $10 on that one. Michael Nath is at $45 on Cheap Trick, going once, going twice. Booker T and the MGs. That one's called Universal Language. $10. Moody Blues. To our children's children. There's our nightly. We've had about, a couple dozen Moody Blues albums already tonight. That one's $7.50. Moody Blues Caught Live plus 5. $10. I don't care what you say about Elvis or the Beatles or Pink Floyd or Led Zeppelin or AC/DC or Shania Twain or anybody else. The Moody Blues have sold more records than anybody else on earth. I've got a fair argument if you watch our shows every night. They're the top-selling artist of all time. The Hastings Sampler. This is $10. Emmylou Harris, George Benson, Eric Carmen, John Fogerty, Heavenly Bodies, Cashmere. $10. The Hastings Sampler. Southside Johnny, Hearts of Stone, $7.50. And Edwin Starr, Happy Radio. Edwin Starr is $12.50. Brent Rabley's at $50 on the Cheap Trick. Which Queens of the Stone Age? That is called Like Clockwork. Like Clockwork, $36.99. Like Clockwork. Doobie Brothers is a $25 start. If it doesn't get a bid, I'll make it a buy it now. Elvis Costello, Punch the Clock, $12.50. And Quarter Flash, Take Another Picture. $5 on Quarter Flash, Take Another Picture. These are all half off. These are all half off titles. The name of the Southside Johnny title was called Hearts of Stone. Hearts of Stone. Gold stamp promo, $7.50 on that. Michael Nath, you're out on Cheap Trick. Let me know if you want back in. If not, I'm going to go ahead and sell that to Brent for $50. Let me take a drink of water right quick. I think tomorrow I'm going to do nothing but drink water. See if I can go all day with just doing that. This is sold to Michael Nath at half off. Okay. Let me get my neck adjusted. Hope y'all didn't have to hear that. Cheap Tricks at 52 with Michael Nath. When do you expect Extreme? I don't know when the release date for that is. What was the release date posted? And then I'll let you know, because it's either going to be that week or the next week or the next week. Steppenwolf for ladies only. I'm going to read these titles. These are all half off. Steppenwolf was $8. Lou Reed was VG Plus $12.50. Lou Reed The Bells was $17.50. Elvis GI Blues $17.50. Crosby, Stills and Nash was $17.50. Ry Cooder was $7.50. Ry Cooder for $10. Leon Russell was $10. Gilbert O'Sullivan is $5. American Flyer is $10. Brinsley Schwartz is $12.50. Tony OK is $5. Jesus Christ Superstar, $12.50. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is $10. Guilty, Jimmy Witherspoon and Eric Burden, $17.50. Rod Stewart, Not on the Town, $7.50. Adios Amigos, $12.50. Mark Almond was Sealed, $15. Central Nervous System, $12.50. Chuck Berry's Golden Hits, $12.50. JFK Memorial Album, Sealed, $15. Rick Derringer, $10. Fresh Air 4, $7.50. Pure Prairie League Live, $12.50. Van Morrison Common One, $17.50. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was $20. Blood, Sweat, and Tears was $10. Don Ellis was $10. Angela was $5. Johnny Carson, $10. Booker T and the MGs, $10. Moody Blues, $7.50. Moody Blues, $10. Hastings Sampler, $10. Edwin Starr, $12.50. Elvis Costello, $12.50. Quarter Flash, $5. Scott Smith on RD. Rick Derringer, that's so to Scott Smith. Lily McCurry on the Johnny Carson. If you missed my announcement at the end of part 1, if y'all like remember when we do those flip crates, like everything in here is $7, everything in here is $9.99, everything in here is $14.99. We're definitely going to be doing some of those next week. expect a lot of great deals on vintage stuff that has been shown, some of it probably pretty recently. What I usually do is go in the back where I've got all the vintage in bins. I go through it and I make flip crates. Lily McCurry on Johnny Carson. That is right here I was looking for. That's sold to Lily McCurry. Matthew said he'd go ahead and give 10 for Chuck Berry. I'll go ahead and take that. That's a fair offer. And the nitty gritty is called Dirt, Silver, and Gold. Dirt, Silver, and Gold. Mr. Rabley, let me know if you're in or out on Cheap Trick. Michael Nath has that at 57. I'm going to go ahead and make the Doobie Brothers a, you know what? I'll make this a $20 buy it now. $20 buy it now, just to go ahead and get it moved if anybody wants it. Sidewalk sale. We are waiting for, let's see. I think we got to have Ed here, and he's going to be back full throttle with us about the end of the month, about the end of June, 1st of July. Huge another sidewalk sale and 20% off in-store sale. Cheap Tricks at 60. I'm going to read off some titles in the Japanese bin. We have time for maybe 2 to 4 more auctions. I'm going to continue with half off. Here's what I have in the Japanese bin. These have never been shown. This batch. The Beatles, 67 to 70. ABBA, the 2LP compilation. Allman Brothers, Beginning. Santana, Gold Disc. Wings Over America. More Creedence Gold. U2, Under a Blood Red Sky. Billy Joel's Greatest Hits. Billy Joel's Greatest Hits. The Eagles' Greatest Hits, the Beatles' Let It Be, and Elton John Best 20. Go ahead and let me know which one of those you want up on auction. Brent Rabley has Cheap Trick at 60. Final call on anything in here. You may see some of these next week discounted even cheaper in a flip crate. So if you want to make a fair offer, go ahead. But if not, we'll keep letting those roll. Let me step to the back. You may hear me disappear for a few minutes. I'm going to fill up a crate of LPs. All right, I'm back. You should be able to hear me now. Let's see what the comments are saying. Allman Brothers, Elton John, or ABBA. ABBA, Eagles, Volume 1 or Volume 2. That was Volume 1. Volume 1. All right, let's go ahead and sell Cheap Trick to Brent Rabley for $60. I've never seen a Japanese Volume 2. Well, who knows? The next comment could be like, Chad, you sold me 2 of them. But, boy, I've kind of flipped through these titles, looked at some pretty good stuff. The first couple requests I saw was Billy Joel and ABBA. So let me pull those, Billy Joel and ABBA. ABBA is a 2LP hits comp, and that's pretty much what Billy Joel is. Let's see what we have here. Billy Joel, Greatest Hits Volume 1 and 2, Japanese pressing. The vinyl on these are near mint and pristine. They're beautiful. Near mint and pristine. There's 1 LP. There's 2 LPs. This should have it does. Billy Joel from New York. It's a multi-page book with pictures and lyrics, and that's very nice. It also has a solicitation form for his biography, an illustrated biography, Billy Joel. And the cover, just a couple small signs of foxing. They don't really show too much. Nothing in the gatefold except maybe a little bit of discoloration here and a little bit on the back. This back kind of has like a foil-ish cover. I don't know if that word came out correctly, but I think y'all know what I mean. That is a nice Japanese pressing for what it is. $55 start. $55 start. Just a $55 start, I'll say. ABBA is a 2LP hits comp. Greatest Hits 24, and I think there's 6. Some of these say like Greatest Hits 12. Yeah, this is 24 Greatest Hits. 24 Greatest Hits. There's 1 LP. There's 2 LPs. It also includes a lyric flip book. Nice cover, just a couple spots on it. Gatefold, lots of pictures, no damage or anything on the gatefold, and the back cover is nice. That will be a $35 start. $35 start. So $55 on Billy Joel, $35 on ABBA. David Johnson's going to take the Doobies. That was $20. And Chad, did you have a Def Leppard Pyromania up for auction? No, I had it in a buy it now crate. $64.99. $64.99 on that one. All right, both auctions have bids. Yeah, Pyromania was a buy it now for $64.99. Let's get started. Let's get started on this half-off crate. And from what I'm seeing, I think as I'm working, I'm in a certain spot in the back, I'm working down these bins. I think as I go down, the dates get more recent and the titles get better because they haven't been in the store as long, and they've already been kind of gone through. So some of this stuff's pretty recent. Half-off titles. I'll tell you the price. Donovan, Barbara Jaggle, $7.50 for Donovan. The Birth of the Beatles. This is actually a Beatles compilation, Historia del Rock. This is the Beatles one. It still has like the little insert paper that came on it. That is $10. $10 for the Beatles. Bobby and Billy, the Horton Brothers. That's a 1996 German pressing on green vinyl. German pressing on green vinyl. $10 on the Horton Brothers. $10 on that. Living in the Past, Jethro Tull with the original hardback cover, EX $32.99. So that will be $16.50. $16.50 on Jethro Tull, Living in the Past. The Pointer Sisters Contact, $5 for the Pointer Sisters Contact. Melissa Manchester Mathematics. Melissa Manchester, $5. Gold stamp promo. Southside Johnny is $7.50. And the Turtles, More Golden Hits, $7.50. Update on our auctions. Billy Joel's at $60. ABBA, we had $40, $40, $45, $50, $65, and $70. Sean offered $25 for both of the Lou Reed albums from earlier. Both Lou Reed albums from earlier. The half-off price would have been $12.50, $17.50. What was his offer? $12.50 each. I'm good with that one. All right, we'll go ahead and sell those. Sean, I'm going to sell those to you for $25. Sell those to Sean. ABBA, $65.70. Michael Nath wants the Horton Brothers. That's sold to Michael Nath at half off. Nigel Del Rocket gets Jethro Tull at half off. Michael Nath gets the Southside Johnny at half off. James Lee Farrell gets the Beatles at half off. ABBA, $75, now $80. So, ABBA's still getting bids. Final call on Billy Joel. Jim Nielsen's at $60. Jim Nielsen's at $60 on the Billy Joel. That's in this bin, that leaves the Turtles, Melissa Manchester, the Pointer Sisters, and Donovan. Next is Dobie Gray, Loving Arms. Includes Good Old Song, Hop Sticker, VG Plus, $7.50. Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee, VG Plus, $10. Sonny and Brownie, white label promo from A&M Records, VG Plus, $10 on that one. Rick Wakeman, Six Wives of Henry VIII. There's another one of those multi-million, billion Rick Wakeman albums. Six Wives of Henry VIII, VG Plus, $7.50. The Eyes of the Beacon Street Union. The Eyes of the Beacon Street Union, VG Plus, $7.50. Final call on ABBA, $80. And final call on Billy Joel. What do we have here? The Section. The Section is $8. VG Plus, $8. More Orphan Than Not with press kit. More Orphan Than Not, VG Plus, $10. Michael Nath wants the Sonny and Terry. That's sold to Michael Nath at half off. Naz, EX, $17.50. Todd Rundgren with Naz. This is EX condition, $17.50 on Naz. Ultravox, Rage in Eden, VG Plus, $7.50. And David Byrne from the Talking Heads, the Catherine Will soundtrack, VG Plus, $12.50. These auctions are over. Michael Hickson gets the ABBA for $80. Billy Joel is sold to Jim Nielsen for $60. If you missed out on that one, I've got another one I'll show in just a second. Somebody requested, I think, Elton John and the Beatles. So let me try to run those next. We got the Beatles, Let It Be. And we have Elton John, Best 20. Elton John, Best 20. Let's take a look at Elton John, Best 20. This is a DGM, Japanese pressing. Saturday Night, Ballad of Danny Bailey, Rocket Man. All the Girls Love Alice from Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Speaking of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, there's the main track, Crocodile Rock, Your Song, Honky Cat, Have Mercy on the Criminal. There's Beanie and the Jets. Several tracks, what I consider deep cuts from Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. So Elton John, that's a near mint and pristine Japanese pressing. It includes this 2-page lyric flip and really nice cover with Obi, $35 start. Just a $35 start. That's Elton John Best 20 and the Beatles Let It Be. The Beatles Let It Be. This is near mint and pristine. The Beatles Let It Be. There's the vinyl. There's the original black Apple inner sleeve. There's the lyrics. I've got a feeling, one after 909, get back, long and winding road. There's the little bit of spots right there on the Obi. Other than that, nice cover. It's black, doesn't show much wear. Apple Obi, that's a $55 start. $55 start on that. Back to the comments and back to the crate. John Stevens gets Ultravox. We have Neil, which Naz was that? That is Naz, and the name of the album is called Naz. It's the original SGC. It's not on colored vinyl. It's on black vinyl. EX, and that is $17.50. These are $55 and $35 starts on those two. Neil Young, After the Gold Rush, $7.50. It is VG, but what a bargain price if you don't have that just to put it on and spin it. That's VG $7.50 for Neil Young, After the Gold Rush. Eric Clapton, there's one in every crowd. That is EX, also $16.50. EX Condition, there's one in every crowd. Eric Clapton and Eric Clapton Backless, that's VG plus $12.50. James Lee Farrell, first of the Neil Young, that's so to James Lee Farrell. Bob Dylan, Street Legal, also $7.50. Bob Dylan, Street Legal, $7.50, original inner sleeve. Doug Kershaw, Flip Flop and Fly. Doug Kershaw is $10 after the half off. This is $5. I don't know what it is at a quick first glance. This is Ian Dury and the Blockheads. Reasons to Be Cheerful Part 3 and Common as Muck, 12-inch single, $5. Nigel Del Rocket wants Bob Dylan, and John Stevens gets Ian Dury and the Blockheads. The Elton John, we're looking for a $35 starting bid. That's a Best 20 compilation, and the Beatles is a $55 start. John Stevens got the Ian Dury. The Rolling Stones, this is $20 after the half off from 1981. This is a 12-inch single promo, Sucking in the 70s. This is called From Sucking in the 70s. This is If I Was a Dancer and Dance. That's $20 after the half off. Neil Brasher on the Naz, that's sold to Neil. Jim Nielsen's at $35, or Jim's at $40 on Elton John. Michael Knapp's at $35. Three Ragas, Ravi Shankar. Ravi Shankar, $10 on that after the half off. Ravi Shankar, Three Ragas again. That's got to be Three Ragas. That's got to mean something. I see that written on like Three Ragas. I guess maybe that means song. I see Three Ragas written on like 7 out of 10 Ravi Shankar albums. That's got to mean maybe songs, sitar songs, maybe something like that. But there's 2 Ravi Shankar albums. Those are $12.50 and $10. One's on Capitol T2720 Mono, and one's on World Pacific Jazz label. And let's see, I got those out of order. Mark, first of all, bids $35.40, $35.45. Donnie Moore wants the Rolling Stones. Then we have a $55 bid on the Beatles. Well, do you want I got them out of order. Do you want the Capitol or the World Pacific? The Mono Capitol, this one right here. Okay, that's sold to Mark Cunningham at $5. The Beatles is now at $65. The Firesign Theater, $7.50. The Firesign Theater. Firefall, Luna C. Firefall's $5. The Firesign Theater, Don't Crush That Dwarf, Hand Me the Pliers. That has the poster with it. With poster, $7.50. Heads, Hand, and Feet. Heads, Hand, and Feet. That's $15 after the half off. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Child is Father to the Man. Has a little bit of cover damage at the bottom. This is actually the first Blood, Sweat, and Tears album. $10 on that one. High bid on the Beatles is $65. And high bid on Elton John is $45. $45 and $65 on those. Jerry Jeff Walker, $10 after the half off price. Wax, Magnetic Heaven, $7.50 on Wax, Magnetic Heaven. Spanking Our Gang's Greatest Hits, $7.50. Jim Nielsen's high bid on both auctions. He's at 50 on Elton John. He's at 65 on the Beatles. Brent Rabley wants Jerry Jeff Walker. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Storybook Children, Billy Vera and Judy Clay. That's a white label promo, $15. White label promo on Billy Vera and Judy Clay. Michael Naff's out on Elton John. Jim Nielsen, you're still the high bidder on both of those. Final calls now. Renaissance, Sherazade, something like that. $5 on Renaissance. Rainbow, been out of shape. Rainbow is a 2015 pressing, 180 gram remaster. This is $17.50, 180 gram remaster from 2015 of Rainbow. Excuse me while I take a drink of water right quick. Okay, I've got my mic unmuted now. Y'all didn't have to hear me chug water. And as Tanner just said, the party lights are on outside. For I think about the third or fourth night in a row, there's somebody pulled over in our parking lot. We're on a very busy highway. Highway 231 runs parallel to our store. And then there's a little short street that runs in front of our store. It's called Short Street. That's why we're 101 Short Street. But people always get pulled over at that light, and they pull into our parking lot. I've seen drug bust, arrest, fights. It's always busy here. Any time of the night. Okay, Fred Carnell gets Rainbow. That's half off. Still bidding on Elton John, 60 and 65. I'm going to do the final call on the Beatles, though, for 65. That's what Elton John's at. Half off records, 10 years after. Cricklewood Green, 10 years after is $10. Uriah Heep, Look at Yourself. Uriah Heep, Look at Yourself. That is $10. Sunny Fortune, Awakening. Sunny Fortune, $5 on that after the half off. Tommy Flounders and the Moonstones. The Moonstone, Tommy Flanders. Michael Cherry wrote his name on the cover. Has a promo sticker, $15. Neil Brasher on Uriah Heep. Let's go ahead and sell the Beatles to Jim Nielsen for $65. That's Let It Be. Elton John is at 65 with Michael Hickson. Jim Nielsen says he's out. That is Elton John Best 20. It's a Japanese DJM compilation. Michael got Uriah Heep. Has Seth ever been arrested? No, he hadn't been arrested. Seth's the golden child, okay? Seth's the golden child. Tanner, who has a higher chance of getting arrested, me or Seth? Tanner says I'm a worse driver, so probably me. Reckless driver, that's true. Yeah. I'll be like, I've done some crazy stuff driving. Probably shouldn't admit to that. All right. We have Allman Brothers Beginnings. This is 2 LPs. I've edited videos going down the road, posted pre-orders, listed stuff on eBay. I've listed stuff on eBay going down the road. But my Tahoe is pretty much like autopilot, okay? It's like lane correction, all that. It's amazing. Here's a bonus Obi. Let me figure out what this thing has. So, Beginnings by the Allman Brothers are their first 2 albums. The first 2 Allman Brothers albums, which was Self-Titled and Idlewild South, those are this right here. It's 2 in 1. The first 2 Allman Brothers albums. This is a really nice looking record. And the jacket's nice. The Obi's nice. And it has this additional Obi as well. Let me slide that on there. See if I can get it on there. I may not be able to. Don't ever take Obi's off. I'm just going to put it back in the gatefold. This is a $55 start. It's pristine. 2 Allman Brothers albums in 1. That's called Beginnings. That's a $55 start. Let's go ahead and sell the Elton John to Michael Hickson for $65. And if you missed out on the other one, here's another Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2. Billy Joel's Greatest Hits, Volume 1 and 2. The vinyl is near mint and pristine. There's one. There's two LPs. This is identical to the one we just sold. There's the solicitation. There's the book. This one is really nice. I don't see many signs of discoloration or foxing on this one. Nope, not at all. This one is like 100%. This is a very nice one. $65 start on that one. The other one brought $60. $65 start on that one. Back to the half off stuff. Joe Cocker, $17.50. Gatefold, near mint minus vinyl. Name of the album is Joe Cocker. He had Joe Cocker. He had an album called Joe Cocker. He had an album called Cocker. I think he had an album called Joe too. He also had another album called Joe Cocker with an exclamation point. They're all different. Jackie Lomax, Home is in My Head. That's a white label promo, $10. Carly Simon, Spy. That is sealed. It's never been opened. $10 on Carly Simon. Carly Simon, self-titled, $5. We have Lou Reed, New Sensations. Lou Reed, New Sensations, $17.50. I called about anti-stacks today, and you guys were out. When will they be restocked? Bags Unlimited. They're restocked right now. Nigel Del Rocket on JL, Jackie Lomax. We have anti-statics. Packs of 50 are $23.99. The Jackson 5 Sylvester Series, $12.50. The Jackson 5 Superstar. Did I say Sylvester? This says Superstar Series, not Sylvester. Mike Posner. I was born in Detroit on a very, 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 very cold day. Mike Posner. That is sealed, $12.50. John Duran wants the Jacksons. We're looking for $55 and $65 starts on these. $55 and $65 starts on these. We have Ricky Lee Jones, Pirates, $7.50. What do we have here? This is interesting. This is $10 after the half off. 2013 blue and yellow vinyl of, I've got to check the spine. State Faults, Resonant Desperate. State Faults, that's $10 after the half off. Brent's in on Allman Brothers, final call. $50. Looking for $65 on Billy Joe. If not, it'll be a buy it now. Nigel, you were second on Jackson Brown, or the Jacksons, excuse me. Southside Johnny, $10 in the heat. Southside Johnny in the heat, $10. Ry Cooter, self-titled, $10. Nice looking records in here. Paul Simon's Greatest Hits, $10. Michael Nath, first on Southside Johnny. We have Grace Slick and the Great Society. That is $20 after the half off. 2 LP, gatefold, very nice condition. James Bragg, first on State Faults. That's so too, James Bragg. Final call on these two auctions. Boss Skaggs, down to then left, $10. Sean, State Faults is already sold. Leslie Holt, first on Paul Simon. James Bragg, first on Grace Jones, or Grace Slick. That's sold to James Bragg. Savoy Brown, $10 on Savoy Brown, Looking In. And this is a 180-gram remaster of this album. Savoy Brown, $10 on that. We have Dick Hextall Smith, Dust in the Air, Suspended Marks, The Place Where a Story Ended. That's a 1972 white label promo, $15. And Creedence Clearwater Revival, Pendulum. Very clean looking copy, $17.50 on that. Allman Brothers is sold to Brent Rabley for $55. And let's see who gives the buy it now on Billy Joe. The buy it now on Billy Joe's Greatest Hits is $65. Buy it now. Let's see if anybody was on standby for that one. Near mint and pristine. Very nice. Near mint, pristine, Billy Joe's Greatest Hits. I think that's like, if we sell that one, about the 4th we've sold this week. Maybe 5th. U.S. and Japanese. Michael Hickson gets it. That's $65. Allman Brothers was $55. I'm going to read through these titles one more time. We're doing some half-off records. Half-off records. Half-off records. Nick said he would give $15 for the CCR. I said $17.50. Go ahead and sell it for $15. Now, keep in mind, like I said earlier, these are already 50% off. I may entertain some offers, but some are, if I reduce them, it'll be later again. Donovan, $7.50. The Pointer Sisters, $5. Melissa Manchester was $5. The Turtles, More Golden Greats, $7.50. Dobie Gray, Loving Arms, VG Plus $7.50. Rick Wakeman was VG Plus $7.50. The Eyes of the Beacon Street Union, VG Plus $7.50. And the Section, that was VG Plus $8. I think while we're recapping this last bin, I can put up 2 more Japanese pressings. Earlier, I wonder if any of the Patties are watching. If not, I need to message the other Patty. Earlier, we had a bidding war on this Wings Over America Japanese pressing. I mean, they bid on this thing they were going back and forth. I've got another one. I think Patty Williams got it. I need to make sure if Patty Sweet's watching. There's 1 LP, 2 LPs, 3 LPs. We got 1, 2, all 3 inner sleeves. We have the poster. We have the book. This one's near mint and complete, just like the last one. Also a beautiful cover and obi. If they're not on here watching, there may be somebody else. This is going to be a $45 start. This one's perfect. $45 start, Wings Over America. Triple LP, all 3 inner sleeves, the poster and the book. $45 on Wings Over America. And if you missed this one, or if you've missed one of these in the past, this is Santana Gold Disc, which is a Santana compilation. The vinyl is near mint pristine. Has some great songs on it. Some of my favorites like Jingo, Evil Ways, Black Magic Woman, Oyo Como Va. The vinyl is near mint pristine. You have a foil cover, gatefold. It actually has some pages in it. That looks like, that's not Woodstock. It looks like they're Woodstock Performance, but it's not. Gatefold. It does have a ding up here on the corner. Nice jacket. Has this original inner sleeve. That's a $35 start on Santana. The section is on Warner Brothers, Green Warner Brothers, 1972. Looks like a self-titled album. It's VG Plus condition, $8. More Orphan Than Not, VG Plus $10. David Byrne, The Catherine Wheel, VG Plus $12.50. Eric Clapton, There's One in Every Crowd. I've got that one at $32.99, then half off. And I've got Backless at $12.50. If somebody buys both of these, I'll do $25 for both of them. $25 for both Clapton albums. $25 for both of those, if anybody's interested. Doug Kershaw, Flip Flop and Fly, $10. Ravi Shankar, 3 Ragas, $12.50. The Firesign Theater presents A Tale of the Giant Rat of Sumatar. That is $7.50. Firefall, Luna Sea, $5. The Firesign Theater again. That one has the poster. That is $7.50. We have Heads, Hands, and Feet. $15 on Heads, Hands, and Feet. Blood, Sweat, and Tears is $10. Wax, Magnetic Heaven, $7.50. Spankin' Her Gang's Greatest Hits, that's $7.50. Billy Vera and Judy Clay, Storybook Children, $15. Renaissance was $5. 10 Years After, $10. Sunny Fortune, Awakening, $5 on that. Final Call on Wings for $45, and Final Call if you want to get a bid in on Santana at $35. Tommy Flanders, The Moonstone, $15. Joe Cocker was $17.50. Carly Simon was Sealed, Spy, $10. Carly Simon self-titled, $5. Lou Reed, New Sensation, $17.50 on Lou Reed. Mike Posner was Sealed, $12.50. Ricky Lee Jones was $7.50. Ry Cooter, $10. Boz Scaggs was $10. Savoy Brown, $10. That was 180 gram. And Dick Hextall Smith, $15 on that. Let's see here. Beacon Street Union price. That was back here, right? The Eyes of the Beacon Street Union. VG Plus on the vinyl, $7.50. 10 Years After condition. 10 Years After condition. 10 Years After was right in here. Cricklewood Green. Looks like a nice jacket. No condition notes on the vinyl. $10, and it's very nice. EX Plus to Near Mint Minus. Nice jacket as well. John Leal gets the Wings for $45. I'm going to put that right here. If anybody wants Santana, $35 buy it now on Santana. If anybody wants that. And that's it for tonight. If anybody would like anything else, that was the final call because that was the last crate. That was it for tonight and for the week. Neil said sold on Beacon Street Union. That's sold to Neil at half off. Mel Webster is going to get the Santana for $35. Debbie Blair said she would give $13 for the first Eric Clapton. Sell that to Debbie for $13. And 10 Years and Savoy Bundle. Well, the half off price is 10 and 10. I'll do 9 and 9. That's 18 for both of them. The Who Japanese, $20. Yes, sell that to John Stevens for $20. That leaves E.T., That's the only auction that did not sell tonight. ET. That's a $35 buy it now if anybody wants it. And we'll be back Monday. We'll have all new arrivals as well as next week. But I think as you remember me saying, or if you haven't heard me say, we're going to do some on-sale vintage as well. But new arrivals, new vinyl, all that stuff as well as next week. Whole new routine or same routine, all new stuff next week. Fred for 9 and 9. Darren said he'd give 15 for the Joe Cocker. That's also sold. We got plenty more CDs, plenty more cassettes, plenty more posters, plenty more books, plenty more half off, new arrivals, new vinyl, on sale vinyl, lots of great stuff. John Duran said he'd give 30 for ET. Sell that to John Duran for 30. That means all the Japanese stuff that I showed sold. I got a few over here. We'll do those next week. Those are all sold. Please pull Tina Turner from earlier. Is that something you already bought, or is that something you're wanting to buy from a crate tonight? That's something you're wanting to put it back. Okay. Wanting to put back Tina Turner. I wonder who was backup on that. There was 2 or 3 people backup on that, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to go find that. I have to go figure out who was backup on that. John, do you remember? So we can tag it to somebody sold. It's definitely not on this feed. That was 3 hours ago. But we'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Or, excuse me, Monday at 7 o'clock, unless something changes. But I'm going to buy a collection tomorrow. We're buying several collections next week. So, all right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Have a good Sunday. I would say weekend, but we broadcast all weekend, Friday and Saturday. So have a good Sunday, I guess. Be back tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for watching. As always, if you've tuned in every night this week, all 6 nights for all 30 hours, thanks for watching. We'll be doing it again next week.